Welcome to Knoxville, home of the Tennessee Volunteers, where the hymn of choice is good old Rocky Top, and they hope that by the end of this one, it's good on Rocky Top. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Volunteers offense will have the first possession of the game. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, Dave, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. They just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The Wildcats offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. He's going to pass. Pulls it in. It's Wilcox. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. The Wildcats will have it 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Vandergrift. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab over the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Nowhere to to go with them all, and down he goes at the 39.
And that is an all too familiar sight. Listen, this team won last week, but they gave up 4 sacks. They got to protect this young man early in this game. Don't set the tone, and let's not go back to last week.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. It is perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
He leaves it with his back. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1. The Vols moving quickly to the line. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
It seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
The fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. When you talk about the next game on the schedule, we're always looking forward to this one.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Up-tempo for the offense. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Turns it loose deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. 3rd down play from the gun. Pocket starts to collapse. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
The Volunteers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's going to take off. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Line gets set, 1st down. The back goes in motion. They're going to throw it to start the drive. The sure hands, it's McCoy. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Dialing up a second down pass play. Fires to the tight end. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. And the Volunteers will hustle to the line.
Most every defense is worried about the big play, giving up the big play to the wide receivers down the field. That's why I think it's important to milk these tight ends on these short routes to keep the sticks moving, to stay ahead of the chains, just to keep my offense in rhythm.
They'll keep it on the ground. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. And the Vols have their offense in high gear. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Now 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. They intercepted. Taking it the other way. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Kentucky! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turning on the Jets, making the big play.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Georgia has the lead right now, but they have not been able to separate themselves just yet between the hedges of Sanford Stadium. They're up by 7 over Florida. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he gets a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Getting some heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
A 10-yard loss on the play. 3rd down coming up.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. On 3rd down, going up top. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Man, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
The Vols decide to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Looking for a block. It's Brown. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll put the tight end in motion. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. The give to the back. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5. Trying to pick up a first down. Dropping back, it's Vandergrift. Using the quick game. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. And the Wildcats are marching down the field. Movement here from the tight end. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Kentucky! What a grab and go for the score. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
He'll keep it himself. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Gets it out quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Line getting set on second down. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. The throw. He makes the catch. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They want to just keep throwing it. This one's complete.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. And the ball is intercepted. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. got it behind the line. It's Brown. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. It's a draw. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. 57 yards out, and he powers it through the uprights.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would like to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Makes the quick grab. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. And the Volunteers are in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Got his man on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. And the Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. They'll try to run for it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Vols will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Fair catch, called for and made. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. It's complete to the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
At the 33. And that's good enough for a first down.
Give to the running back. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Gives it to the back on the draw. Shows him the stiff arm. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Makes the grab. It's Key. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down.
And first down for the offense.
He's looking to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Traynor.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. He wants to throw. Quick completion on the out. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Michigan is currently ahead in this one in a jam-packed big house, but it's been close so far. They're up by 10 over Oregon. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. The Volunteers will bring the punt team onto the field. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back to pass, it's Vandergrift. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Trying to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Tennessee. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Ready to try the point after. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The give to the back. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. 2 quarters of both sides feeling each other out. And it's likely to come down to which offense can find a way to generate some big plays. Adjustments will be a part of it. Maybe it's time these typically conservative play callers open up the playbook. Nothing crazy, but a calculated risk here and there to try to gain an edge in what's been a stalemate. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Coming after him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fix is going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And they're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. Looking to pass. It's Vandergrift. And the junior was late on the release, and he threw it behind him. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Pressure comes. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
That's why you got to avoid 3rd and long situations if you're on offense, because the defense knows it's pass, and all these guys are pinning their ears back. They're getting upfield, and you're under so much duress. On top of that, you give up a fumble. That is a huge play for the defense.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
On to attempt the try. Splits those uprights right in half. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Fires to the right. It's caught. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Trying to find his man on 1st down. They're bringing heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D quarterback.
1st down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. They try to pop a run on the draw. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Spins away from the defender.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
To the air, it's Vandergrift. Fires to the big fella. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. And the Volunteers in the hurry up. He's going to pass on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Thornton.
Hold it, open.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a gap. It's Sampson. On the move at the 30. He's off to the races. The 30. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Now on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Here they come facing 3rd and long from the 20. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. A shot toward the end zone. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Running back searching for a hole. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. It's a draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. He'll try to pop the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. The give out of the gun. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, running back gets the give. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. And the Vols want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll bring it back. It's Brown. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
He wants to take the top off. Makes the catch on the left. Past the 10. Touchdown, Wildcats. And the route is on. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Oklahoma rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that produced 4 winners of the award between 2003 and 2018. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll pull it on the read. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. The Vols getting set on 1st and 10. Used the play fake, now to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Gets it out fast. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
On the play. 2nd down coming up.
The run from the shotgun. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown ball!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here comes the 2-point try. Now the play fake. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Tennessee, 22.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The give to the tailback. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. To the air, it's Vandergrift. Quickly complete. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Trainer. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. The give. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to get the first through the air. Good timing on the quick out. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll go to the ground. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. This drive has already drained more than 3 minutes off the clock, and now they've got it on second down. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And they have converted their first 2 third-down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
The defense has had some bad stuff happen to them today, but one bright spot for them has been the pass rush. They've shown the ability to get after the opposing quarterback.
Kentucky will be forced to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They'll leave it with him. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. The Volunteers racing to the line in a hurry up.
Brings up second down.
Back to pass, it's Iamaleava. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to him.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
And the Volunteers will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Fires deep on the run. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Look, big-time playmakers make big plays in big games. That guy needed to make that interception at this critical juncture of the game. There's still time for them to go out and win it. Could that be the play that sparks this team?
And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Going up top on 1st down. Got a man. It's Thornton. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who...
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or Do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lined up.
Third down, and his crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. Back to throw, it's Vandergrift. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Got some room to run. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Tennessee.
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Marshall is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Randy Moss had a hand in getting this kid to Huntington, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to ULM. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Caught in the backfield, it's Traina. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here. Looking to move it through the air. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. They'll line up for a second down play. Off play action. Looking to the big tight end. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He'll just keep slinging it. Throws to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Looking for a block. It's Sampson. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
From the gun, the running back has it. And the ball's brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Trying to surprise him with the pass. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks. That's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response. Just a sack party.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's got it. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The ball's headed quickly to the line.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one. On that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivers a strike. I'll tell you what, this guy's going to be in an ice bath after the game.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. With the catch, it's Sampson.
I think that shows you the experience of the quarterback there. His primary target wasn't open, so he didn't panic. Even though he was getting hit, he was still able to find his check down and find some positive yards.
And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. The Volunteers will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Wants to throw. It's Iamaleava. Finds a spot in the middle. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Comes out throwing on 1st down. They'll run the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers!
Awesome execution. Nice job going down the field, scoring the touchdown, but only half of the work is done. Under 2 minutes, got to go for the 2-point conversion here. Pick your play. Let's get ready to win.
Now they'll try to tie it up with the 2 late. He's looking to throw. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. Now down by 2, inside a minute to go. If they can get this onside kick, maybe they could get into field goal range. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire. Who steps up and makes the big-time play?
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. There is nothing greater than a rivalry game unless you lose it. And in that case, there is nothing more miserable.
I agree, Reese. And that's why rivalry games are so great, because you take the stats and you take the rankings and you take the records and you throw it all out the window. There's always tremendous effort and passion when we see these rivalry games. We certainly saw it today. And David, for this losing team, this one's going to sting for a while.
It does, but it's so strange because I always feel the same way. I'm like, there's no chance that they have a chance to upset them. But then you go, it's a rivalry game. The vitriol, the hate, it's already there. And so it means so much in sports. Who's motivated for these games? So you do get up. It does become a good game, even when it's not a good game on paper.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.